Hello and welcome to the, got one missing. Okay, one of the ones isn't working. Welcome to our micro happy maths moment. And what we're doing is I'm showing you each day one of the games that we're going to be playing with Happy Maths, well, on an ongoing basis. But the first event is our summer camp, which starts on August the 5th. So if you have a child that has a problem with maths, that maths anxiety, simply wants to get better at maths, or as a family, you want to improve math skills for your children, what we're going to be doing is playing lots of games and activities. And I won't be expecting you to use balloons, but I will be using balloons. And so today I'm going to show you a couple of activities. And remove. Okay, save changes. It keeps coming up with errors. I apologize. So this activity, I'm going to create 3 squares. 1. That's not quite a square yet, of course. There we go. That's 1 square-ish, more or less. Ooh, ha, he. And, well, it's not a square at all. It's a rhombus. And no, it isn't a diamond. A diamond is something you have on your finger. Yes, some people call it a diamond, but I promise you it isn't. It's a rhombus. That's what it is, or a parallelogram. And that, say that when you farm 1 5 times in a row, when you've been running for half an hour, parallelogram. Right. 1, 2, and 2 squares, not 4 edges. Way. There we go. That's not a square. Okay, we have to pretend it's a square, making out of balloons. So, okay, wait a minute. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whoop! Blast off. Yes, we will be doing a countdown with a giant balloon during the summer camp. It starts on August the 5th. And oh, here we go. I left one to inflate live because it's fun. Here we go. So yes, we will be doing countdowns. A great way to do countdowns. A great way for a very young learner to, once they've learned how to count up, and it's important that they learn how to count up first, but once they're comfortable counting to 10, you can start counting down. And I did have someone tell me that's plain wrong. It's just wrong. It shouldn't, numbers don't go backwards, they only go forwards. They're little young, about 3-year-olds. I was told off quite severely for counting backwards. So you know what you do in that case? You just back off and count down again another day. Just give them a chance to just absorb the idea. So you introduce an idea and then allow them to absorb it. So what we have to do with these 3, they're supposed to be squares, it's a puzzle. Now I'm actually going to solve the puzzle for you today. And my experience is that so you're going to be doing this puzzle with either straws or with paper sticks, which we'll learn how to make on the course. So I've got 2 squares put together, and then if you add a third, so the 3 squares make a 3D shape made out of triangles. And this shows you all the symmetry, well, not all the symmetry, 3 planes of symmetry of this mathematical shape. It's actually called an octahedron. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 faces. It's called an octahedron. Well, there's more than one way you can make an octahedron, by the way. Here's another way. It's also a continuous path. So 1 balloon. I'm not cutting it. Here we go. 1, 2, And this way you can find out how many edges there are in the octahedron, although you can also work it out because I use 4 squares to make it. So that should help you work out how many edges there are in an octahedron. But this is a fun little activity, and I actually use this because I make balloon sculptures as well. And I use this to make bracelets and also hair, what they call those things that Catherine wears? Not vanity, I don't know, those things that people wear. And they're called flowery things. And I use this balloon with a little bit of a base to make the same sort of thing, only out of balloons. So here we go. We have made, whoopsie, you can count them as you go. And it's a puzzle in of itself. So we will be doing some puzzles. Now you can make, this will be a puzzle that we make, again, using paper sticks. There's different ways of doing it. And that's one of them, using paper sticks. You don't have to use balloons, but if you want to, you can. So please join us for the Happy Maths Summer Camp. It starts on August the 5th. It goes on for 8 weeks at 10 o'clock in the morning on Tuesdays and Thursdays. That's 10 a.m. UK time. If we do get people signing up from the United States, A, we're going to be recording it, and B, if we have enough people signing up, we'll do a second session in the evening. Thank you very much for joining me. See you tomorrow for another Happy Micromaths moment.